What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. I'm Daily for those of you who are new, and if you are returning, welcome back. As you guys have read by today's title, I did make a move to Houston, Texas, and if you want to know the tea on my life today, then keep on watching. To my day babes, my day ones, just everybody who's been following me, watching me, rooting for me, y'all, I miss y'all so much. I miss YouTube. I just miss this era of being on camera, editing, just doing my thumbnails, posting. Like, I miss it so much. I miss it so much. I'm so happy to be back to you guys. Like, you don't even know. I'm so happy to be back. I'm so excited to be sharing this journey with y'all of me relocating from Detroit to Houston, Texas. This is like huge for me. This is so big for me. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So first things first, where have I been? I have been just not myself. I've been extremely just not me. You know, I just haven't been me. I think that for the past couple of years, I've been dealing with like certain things with my health. I've been dealing with emotional strain. I've been just battling with a lot of things internally. I feel like it's definitely deterred me from wanting to be as expressive as I normally am. I think that it has just put me in this under a rock. I feel like it's naturally forced me to be under a rock. I didn't really care to pick my camera up. I didn't really have any drive to want to be on camera, to edit. I just wasn't myself for the past couple of years, and it shows, obviously. I've been in a space where I felt like I was lost. I felt like I've been lost in a way. I think my identity has always been me as a makeup artist, me as a YouTuber, me as an entrepreneur, having a cosmetic line and all of those things. But I feel like my identity to myself internally has just been lost. Like, literally lost. I have not been happy from within. I haven't been content and feeling whole with myself in a very long time, and I battled with that for these past few years based off of just a lot of things. And I feel like I'm finally at a point where I'm feeling better. I'm feeling like myself. I'm feeling connected with myself. I'm feeling like I want to start giving back again, start giving you guys myself, start giving you a part of me that I used to give you. And I feel like that part of me just wasn't available for so long. And it sounds probably kind of like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? But if you ever reach a point in your life where it's not even like a midlife crisis situation, but it's similar to like, okay, like sometimes that reality check is forced to come upon you. And I think that's what I have been dealing with for the past few years. I am 29 now. My birthday was last month. So I think I'm just at that point of getting myself prepared for the era of just being in your 30s. You know, I think a lot of things have to change in order for you to grow, for you to elevate, for you to become the person that you are supposed to be, the person that God sees you as, the person that God put you on this earth to be. Is who you have to prepare yourself to be. Like, things have to change for you to change as a person. And change does not feel good at all. Change feels very uncomfortable, but uncomfortability forms growth. And that's just basically where I'm at with where have I been. How have I been feeling? So I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram or not, but if you don't, it's dayle.twane. And back in November, I was hospitalized for 5 days for the flu. But prior to me finding out about the flu, I just felt like I couldn't breathe. My chest was super duper tight. I ended up going to ER, and they were like, your heart rate is extremely high. I have asthma, by the way. So I was assuming that my asthma was the reason why I could barely breathe. So I was taking my breathing treatments and this and that. Get to the hospital, they are telling me my heart rate is extremely high, and they hadn't even tested me for anything besides the focus on my heart. Like, they couldn't even put any energy into nothing else that could have possibly been wrong, because that's how much my heart was in danger. So they gave me fluids. I was extremely dehydrated. Sometimes that'll cause really bad heart increasing. And it was just very scary. It was a very scary situation. And like I said, long story short, I had the flu, influenza A, that caused my heartbeat to be extremely high based off of my body trying to fight off the virus. On top of me taking multiple breathing treatments because I thought my lungs was in distress, and it was just a lot. I was hospitalized for a week. I spent Thanksgiving in the hospital as well. And after that experience, I just started to realize that that was my testimony if I've never had one before. Because you have little baby tiny testimonies throughout your life. And if you don't know what a testimony is, it's basically you have experiences that you endure that God shows you and reveals that he's real and reveals that he's there for you. And I experienced this testimony, this true testimony, when I went through what I went through and I almost had a heart attack. And my numbers were, my heart rate was at 180, and at 200, you're in cardiac arrest. So just to mentally know I got to the hospital in enough time to not have a heart attack, to be kept there for 5 days in order to monitor my heart, try to get the rate down, try to get my heart back in a healthy state. It was so many tests that I got done, y'all. It was one of the scariest experiences that I had. And that there just had me leaning on God even more. I've always been a Christian. I've always believed in God, had a relationship with him. But I don't think that my relationship was as tight as it is with him now. Based off of that experience, it just kind of pushed me closer towards him. And after that, I just realized, like, what am I waiting on? What am I waiting on? Just like the quote states, if we weren't supposed to move around, we would be a root and we wouldn't have feet. We have feet to move around. If we were supposed to stay in one spot, we would be rooted like a flower in a garden or like a vegetable in a garden. But instead, we have feet to move around, so I have to move around. I have to live my life, and I have to live it to the fullest, Staying in one place, for me, is not just something I want to do. I feel like if you've been following me over the years, I've legit been traveling. I've stayed here, I've stayed there, I've done the back and forth thing. Like, this is nothing new, but I feel like for me to really make Houston my home, I had to really sit myself down like, okay, if you want different, if you want change, if you want to tackle this, if you want to take this opportunity to move, then move. Go all in with it. Don't do back and forth. Don't have your books open, flying home, doing this, doing that. Go all in, and that's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. So as far as just how I'm feeling mentally and everything, I'm just in a really great space right now, y'all. I'm so grateful to feel how I'm feeling. If you've ever just went through it, you know exactly what that felt like. And I think I'm at a place of peace and just having a restart. You know what I'm saying? I feel like for God to bring me out of that really, really bad health state that I was in, it's just giving me another chance on just living my life to the fullest. Literally living my life to the fullest. And to think about the fact that the pictures in my thumbnail, when I have roses in those pictures. The last time I had roses in photos was when I was in the hospital, and I was a level up from ICU. So I was in semi-ICU. I still had 24-hour care. That's scary. That scared me so much. It was a lot, y'all. It really was a lot, and I'm just glad that I'm in a better place. I'm grateful I'm in a better place, and I'm just ready to start this journey. Start this journey of relocating, living somewhere different, and unfolding what needs to be unfolded here in Houston. Okay, so why did I decide to move to Houston? I had an opportunity to move here, and I'm just like, okay, why would I not take the opportunity? You know what I'm saying? What's keeping me in Michigan? What's holding me back? I don't have any children. I'm not married. It's just kind of like, okay, why wouldn't I take the opportunity to move somewhere else, to start a different life, to do something new, And like I said, I feel like when you look at things that you go through and you realize that, oh, I have a chance to move, I have an opportunity to move. My heart was so bad in the hospital and everything I was going through on a daily, getting tests done and this and that, and learning so much stuff, that I didn't even know if I would be able to get on the airplane. And if you know me, you know that would have crushed me. You know that would have been like, hold up, nah, what, how am I going to get where I need to be? So just the thought of possibly not being able to do that, because you know, when you up in the air, your oxygen level drops, and it's just, everything is all connected in here. And it's like, granted, the flu is the reason why I was in such bad shape. It just opened my eyes to so much. So just the thought of that just had me like, after God bring me through this and get me together, at this point, I gotta just live it out. I gotta live out dreams, live out fantasies, live out opportunities, live out, just take chances and take the risk and give it my all. So another thing is, I came to Houston twice before moving here, and I actually really liked it. The food was great. The nightlife is great. The day parties are everything. I cannot wait to spring and summer. I love Houston day parties. Is like unmatched. Houston and Vegas day parties are like unmatched, honestly. So I'm excited for that, and I just love how Houston have a lot of black culture. I've always wanted to live in Atlanta. That used to be like my dream place to live. So this gives me a little taste of Georgia, which I love. I did used to go back and forth from Detroit to Dallas. Dallas is a lot more on the like Caucasian side a little bit to me personally, and I feel like that's the difference I've learned. So just in case you guys didn't know what the difference might have been, that's kind of how I feel. Even though I really, really like Dallas as well, I just feel like, you know, Houston is just more of our people. That's it. I also feel like the weather is really nice. So seasonal depression is a thing. If you ever felt depressed in the wintertime, the sun isn't shining, you are just waking up to gloomy days and you just feel blah. Like, I've definitely went through seasonal depression every single winter because it was just obvious. Like, whatever, I'm from Michigan, that's just what it is. But it's like waking up to the sun shining, waking up to nice weather, wearing sandals in February. It's just a great feeling, y'all. It just feels so good, so different. The place that I'm living in is so nice. It's so spacious. I just really love it. Like, I'm on a high right now. I'm on a life high right now. And I just love that for me, because I just have been so unhappy with just my life and just so much stuff, that this is like a fresh, I've already said this, but this is really like a fresh start. So I'm super excited. As far as Miami, so what occurred with Miami? So long story short, I was back and forth to Miami from 2022 to literally last fall that just passed, and Miami was nice. I will say Miami was nice. It's beautiful there. It's very beautiful there. Florida itself is just gorgeous. But I don't feel like Miami was completely for me. I think that the language barrier of Spanish that I don't know was something that I didn't really care for. I always just felt like it never gave me a settled down, homey feel. It just always kind of gave me like vacation. It was kind of hard for me to, I just didn't feel like it was for me. Honestly, like, it's not even really much to it. I really just didn't feel like it was for me. And I feel like moving forward, maybe in the future, I wouldn't mind possibly like having a place there to just go maybe once a month or just vacate. But like a day-to-day life, I just don't see it there at all whatsoever. So Miami was whatever. It was a cooler era. I'm blessed to say I was able to live there back and forth for a few years. It was an experience for sure. So no shade to the yams. Out of the two, out of Miami or Houston, I don't really know if you can compare the two for what I personally want in my daily life. I don't know if you can compare the two, but I feel like I prefer Texas over Miami. For just a lot of reasons. Texas is also a lot more bigger, a lot more wider, a lot more spacious. Like, Miami is very like Columbia, very like everything is on top of each other, everything is compact. You're just everything is just lined up on the coast of the beach. Like, it's just, you know, that's just what it is there. And I feel like Texas is just, the cost of living is a lot different. Taxes is a lot different. Like I said, it's a lot bigger. It's just, I mean, you know what they say, everything is bigger in Texas. So I do really like Texas a lot better than Miami, but like I said, it's no shade. So clients, this portion is for you, ladies. I'm sorry for moving, because I know that as much as you guys may be happy for me, you're sad for yourselves. I love what I have built over the past 9 years with my clients, my business there in Detroit. I'm so grateful for how everything just worked itself out for me with my business. I love my clients. If you are watching, I love you guys. I'm so sorry. I will be back to Detroit for work though. I see myself coming back when like the time is right. Meaning like if it's concerts, I'm thinking about coming back for like a week or two during prom. So if you do have a prom date, list it down in the comments or even DM me on Instagram, because I'm gonna make a post about it. But I would like for you guys to kind of help me know when I should come back home, if I should come back home. I'm also having a makeup class this spring, so make sure you guys stay tuned for the flyer. You heard it here first. I have not posted, I have not said a word. It will be posted within the next 2 weeks after you guys see this video. So stay tuned for that. And I feel like it's just my way of giving back to everybody. It's my way of sharing my techniques for my go-to glam that everybody requests during their makeup appointments, that everybody love, that I currently love, that I'm currently wearing. Literally my go-to glam. So I feel like that'll be a great opportunity for us to just connect and just, it's just what I feel like it's literally the best thing to do in the midst of like moving. And it's just going to give you guys the opportunity to learn how to do your makeup, since I'm not going to be available like how I was when I lived there. And I'm definitely going to give you guys some gems, so stay tuned for that. So as far as my work life here in Houston, I will be doing makeup. I'm currently looking for a workspace now. I've been trying to fill out certain areas. I do have family here, so I've been asking them about certain areas and zip codes. I do also have a friend here, so she's been helping me out too. And I'm just trying to find the best situation for me starting out in a new city. It's super duper scary, but I do work well under pressure. So I'm excited for this new journey, for new clients, new business opportunities. I'm excited to network with different girls. Like, I feel like Houston with the makeup and the hair and the lashes, and they got it on lock. They definitely have it on lock. This is one of the places that I feel confident that I will definitely strive and go far. So I'm excited about that. The last thing is, if you have thought about relocating, if you have thought about moving, just do it. If you don't have any kids, you don't have any marriage, you don't have any, if your job is relocatable, then just do it. Just do it. It's like the sky's the limit. It's like, what are you waiting on? You never know what's on the other side of, you know how they say the grass isn't always greener, or the grass is always greener? You never know if you don't pull up that grass. You never know if you don't pull it up and take a peek. Like, you have to look and see. So it's like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. And it's like, just do it. Just do it. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for continuing to watch my videos and support me. And thanks to all my clients that's been with me since forever. Thanks for still supporting me along this journey as well, because I know a lot of you are like, I know you're thinking about moving, but you know, whenever you come back, I'm gonna make sure I book an appointment. Like, I really, really love that supportive energy. So I do appreciate and love you guys. And that's it for today's video. See you guys in the next one, and I'm excited for this journey.